Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So for this set, it's an infill, and what I'm doing here is I'm just going in and removing all of the crystals that I had applied onto these nails, and they were a bugger to get off. They were not moving at all, and I had used builder gel to apply them like I always do with my crystals, because like you can see here, there's just no getting them off. They stay put, which is obviously what you want. So here I'm just going in with my flame drill bit and removing all of the gel polish design off all of the nails. I think these nails had been on for 2 weeks before I'd done the infill. So on these two nails here, on the middle finger and the pointer finger, when I'd removed the gel polish, I realised that these nails had lifted quite a bit. So what I had to do was I just soaked these two nails off and then just applied new tips, and it wasn't a problem. As long as you are looking after your client's nails and making sure that if there is lifting, that you're sorting it out rather than just apply the product over the top of the lifting, then you'll be fine. You really can't apply product over the top of lifting because you will get greenies on your nail, which is just like mold growing on the nail pretty much. So I wanted to leave it in here anyway, just to, it happens. There could be all sorts of reasons why you're getting lifting, and as long as you're looking after your client's nails, then it's not a problem. So what I've done is I've just applied new tips to these nails and shaped them to the two nails that I'd removed, and then reshaped all of the nails. And then I'm going in with my cuticle cleaning drill bit, and just removing all the dead skin off the nail plate after using my cuticle pusher to push back the cuticles. Yeah, just making sure to get all of the dead skin off the nail plate to reduce any further lifting. These nails were not a CJP set. I did the infill with CJP, but the acrylic system I'd used before that wasn't CJP, so I don't want you to think that I've been getting lifting with CJP, because I haven't. But here I'm just going in with my CJP dehydrator and applying that to all of the natural nail. And then on the nails that were a fresh tip, I'm applying 2 coats of the dehydrator. And then I'm going in with the CJP acid bond primer and just applying that to all of the natural nail as well. So I'm just going ahead and carrying out my infill as I normally do, applying a small bead to the cuticle area and then blending that up and down the nail. Here I'm using my alpha size 10 brush, and I'm using CJP Master Monomer and their crystal glass polymer. And then I'm just making sure to get it as close to the cuticle as I can without actually touching the cuticle, and cleaning up around the edges, making sure that none of it is touching the skin. And I'm trying to keep my work as neat and tidy as possible. So on this ring finger I will be going in and applying a glitter, so I'm just applying a very thin layer of the acrylic to make sure that the natural nail is protected underneath. And then on these 2 fingers I will be going in with my normal acrylic application of the 2 to 3 ball method, building up the structure nicely and making sure that none of that product is touching the skin. Making sure that I'm wiping my brush in between each application just to keep my brush nice and clean so that it doesn't get clogged up full of the acrylic. So the glitter that I am applying to this nail is it was the first ever glitter that I bought from Smiley 6062, and it is called Sweet Valentine, and it is still my absolute favourite glitter out of all of my glitter collection. I absolutely adore this glitter. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It's just so gorgeous when it's on the nail, and I think the little tiny little hearts in it are just so sweet. So I'm just dipping my brush into the clear acrylic powder and then dipping into the raw glitter and then applying it onto the nail that way. And that is how I apply all of my glitters, because I find that I was pre-mixing them, but I think I was just wasting far too much clear powder. So I just prefer, because I've got that many glitters, if I was to pre-mix them all, I would just use so much clear powder and it would just all get wasted, because the amount of times that I would use each of the glitters, it's not really worth it. So I like to just dip it in as and when I need it. So I'm just completely covering this whole nail with the glitter, and then I will be going in and capping that nail. And I like to cap my glitters because it protects them from the filing that I will be doing after the acrylic has dried, and it also helps to build strength and structure to the nail. I feel like my voice is really croaky tonight, so I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm not speaking properly, but I think I'm losing my voice a little bit. Oh, and of course, what would my video be if I didn't have an appearance from my big head? I really need to figure out a new a filming angle, because it annoys me so much. So I can't think how much it would be annoying you guys. So here I'm just using the clear acrylic to cap that nail. So here I'm just using my round top drill bit and just filing over the nails, making sure that they're all smooth and that the cuticle is nice and flush to the nail, so that when these nails do grow out, there's not going to be a big ridge in the nail. And then I will be using my 150 grit nail file and a buffing block to just perfect the shape and to make sure that these nails are all smooth, ready for gel polish application. So on the pinky finger and the thumb and the pointer finger, I'm going in with this Elite 99 white gel polish. And then on the middle finger, I'll be using my gelish gel polish, and I cannot remember, it's right on the tip of my tongue, the colour, but I just cannot think. Oh, I'll have to have a look and write it in the description box. But I applied 2 coats of both of these colours and then cured in between each layer in my LED lamp for 30 seconds as usual. And then what I'm doing here, which you can hardly see because my big head is right in the way, I'm just going in and trying my very best to get a feather design down on the nail, and I'm using a long striping brush and just the white gel polish and just doing really as good as I can. And I was really pleased with how these came out, and so was my client. So I hope you have enjoyed this set, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.